Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Tony Boombots here. And I thought I'd say hi and, shoot the shit a little bit about things. First, let's check out today's carry. Okay, running errands, doing some work around the house. So, what I'm carrying is in my pocket. I'm carrying my my Ruger Max 9. And I got that in my pocket. And I carry this a lot. It's small, like I said, fits in the pocket. Very reliable. And yeah, I carry that around a lot. And then in my other pocket, well, it's not even in my pocket. It's on my belt on the other side. I'm carrying this today. It's got a flashlight. This is my organizer. It's got a belt clip. I make these if anybody's interested. I got a pen in here. Right here is the pen. Flashlight here. And this is a magazine holder. I got a mag for my Ruger in there. So that's what I'm carrying. Also on my belt, I have this new fixed blade I got about a week or so ago from Battle Bucks. Actually, about 2 weeks or so. I couldn't really use it. I told you in that one video I had to cut the clip off it and do all kinds of stuff, and it had no retention, so I had to drill a hole, put a small bolt screw in there with a nut, a couple of washers, and nice. So now I'm going to do some playing around with this and see how it works out. And the other one, I had the Gorilla. That sheath, I wasn't crazy about that either. So I have this old leather sheath. I put it in. It fits good. I'm going to have to make one for that. But anyway, this is my carry for today. You know, of course, my wallet, my keys, and all that stuff. And, yeah, I'm still doing lots of leather work. Whatever I do, I try to make usually an extra one or two or whatever. It's like, you know, I recently made the wallets, some of these full size. A lot of people have been liking the smaller minimalist wallets, but I had a few guys that wanted the full size, you know, with the the full length dollar bills and a bifold. You could put more than four cards, a few in each slot. And so this was an extra one I made. Probably use it for a while, see how it works out. Not as good leather, you know, because this was the demo. So I made that one. I also have a couple of these I made. They're for SDs. You know, like this one here. You know, you put the SD in it. It's a nice little slip. It's tiny, you know, fits the SD. And so I got some of these I made. And let's see. Oh, and I had to make a card case for a couple of guys. They were darker. I'm going to make a few more. But this is a magnet. Right there. Got your cards in here. And it closes up. So that's what I've been doing with the leather and stuff. Actually been doing quite a bit of it. Anybody's interested, you know. Send Tony Boombots an email at yahoo.com. And knives. I wanted to talk about a couple of knives. The one knife I've been carrying today is this guy here. This is the Cetus, I believe it's called, by Orion Knives. Dave Banter, if anybody's familiar with Dave Banter, from he's got a YouTube channel, an excellent channel. Actually, he's an excellent guy. He's the man behind Orion Knives. I wanted what's it called? The Solaris, I believe it is. And I couldn't get one. I'm gonna have to look around and see on the second. Unless I haven't checked his website. Maybe he's got some more again. But this Cetus, excellent knife. It's got, see the shape of it? It's a different shape. It's got this beautiful wood. I don't know how well you guys could see it. And it's just an excellent knife. I haven't really used it on anything except, you know, some packages and stuff like that. But I like the knife. I like David. I like Orion. Everything about it is good. So this is something you might want to check out. It does have, if my fingers would work, it's got a like a fuller tab right here. It also has a hole. The hole sits a little high. Let me see. Yeah, you get it. But this is the knife I was carrying today, along with all that other stuff. Which I'm liking this. I've had it for a little while, but I've been liking it. Also, I wanted to show you other, because this kind of, it's kind of a different shape, different blade shape. So I had a couple other knives I wanted to show you guys. I'm sure you've probably seen them before. But I got this one here, I believe is Beyond EDC, and I believe it's a Dirk Pinkerton knife. It's not an expensive knife, but it's a very cool knife. The tip of this thing gets the most use. Opening packages or just cutting things out in the shop. It works excellent. I've hardly used any other part of the blade, but it also has this recurve, which kind of, if you're gonna cut rope or anything, kind of holds it in there. This is another cool knife. And I just, had a couple of knives I wanted to show you, because this here, every time I look at it, it's like, well, that's different. Well, so is this. If you see the shape of it, it kind of, you grab it. I don't know how you could see it. Let's see. But you see how the handle comes this way and the blade kind of comes up. But this is one of Dirk Pinkerton's, Pinkerton, I believe it's called, designs. He makes a lot of nice knives, nice designs. I like his designs anyway. This isn't an expensive one. I don't even remember. I think it was under $50, maybe right around there. I'm really not positive. That's the only thing, that's the only deployment, but that's fine, because sometimes I'm not crazy about flipper tabs, sticking up. So that's that one. And I had one other I wanted to show you guys. This is from, oh geez, I forget the name of this. This is a Civivi. And, oh, shame on me. Probably half of you guys, most of you guys know what it is. But it's a nice knife. And it was designed by Isham. What's his name? Might even be on here. Yeah, Ishman, I don't know, Ishman, or something like that, Ishman. I'm sorry. I don't know if you could see the little emblem, right there, I think. You could see it right there. Anyway, this guy, this is like the cheapest knife he's designed, or the most inexpensive, because it's really not a cheap knife. It's Civivi for one, which make good quality. It's got the carbon fiber with the G10, and it's a nice knife. The blade is pretty standard shape. I can't use that hole. See my fat fingers. It's a pretty standard type of a blade, But the whole design with the handle, and he uses every bit of that handle, or blade I should say, fits in the whole handle, but you can't feel any of it. He has a lot of other knives, the Reticulus, I think it's called, by Kaiser. He's got a few of them. And some of them get very expensive because, not super expensive, but up, $200-300, I believe. But because they're titanium. But, it's a nice knife, and it's a shame. This guy, I don't even think he was 30 years old. And I don't know the whole story. I never really looked it up or really know the truth. But I think he was shot by a police officer in LA. I don't know the reasons behind things, but he wasn't, as far as I know, like a bad dude or a criminal. So what do I know? Anyway, he designs this knife, and it's awesome. This one's in D2. And, you know, a lot of people don't like D2. I don't have a problem with it. It keeps the price of knives down. You know, that's a thing that recently I've kind of had a problem with. You know, most of us guys in this community, well, I know me anyway. I shouldn't speak for most people. You know, I'm old. Years ago when I worked construction, or even when I was printer, yeah, I used the shit out of my knives. You know, they wore the hell out. This one knife I carried every day to work for years. I mean, like 7, 8 years was my Kershaw Leek. Yeah, Leek. Excellent knife. It's beat the shit out of, but it still goes good. I'll have to show you sometimes. It's all worn out. But, you know, most of the guys you look at the material, titanium. Then you get the blade steels, Magna Cut, you know. And now they got, what, Rex 21 or Rex 121, or I'm not positive. And it brings the price up really astronomical. And I guess if you're a collector, that's cool. But, you know, I don't know. And again, this is my own personal opinion, you know. Opinions are like assholes. But I think they're overpriced. And I think as long as everybody pays the price for them, they're overpriced. You know, there's certain knives out there that I think are worth it. You know, the tolerances and the care taken in building them, the smaller shops, you know. You know, there's a few out there that are worth it. Even a few of the Chinese knives. Now, you know, this is a Chinese knife. I believe this is Chinese knife. This is 14C. See, that's a really nice blade steel. And you could sharpen it up nice. This here, I'm not sure. I think it's D2. It's not fun being blind. I'm like Mr. Magoo. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is also D2, to be honest with you. I could be wrong. But anyway, you know, like Riot. Riot makes some awesome, actually, they all do these days. Kaiser, Riot, you know, Bestech. I've actually never owned a Bestech, to be honest with you, as far as I can remember. But they all make good knives. But you know, the American knives, a lot of them, you know, they get up to that really high price, and there's some I feel they're kind of worth it, you know, like a Chris Reeve knife. I've always wanted a Sebenza, a small Sebenza. And damn it, I'll get one day. That's like been my Grail knife for years upon years. And I know different people have different things for Grail. But it's like before my hands got screwed up, I still play guitar, but I used to play guitar quite a bit. And my Grail was a Gibson Les Paul. You know, I got one, a 69. I ended up selling it, and I still have a lesser expensive Epiphone Les Paul. I got a Gibson SG. But, you know, anything you're into, there's a certain Grail. Now, for me, it was it still is the Sebenza, and I loved the Spartan Harsey folder. And I saved up, like I've been trying to save up for the Sebenza. I saved up for a long time, and when it was time to pick one up, I saw they had the Spartan Harsey folder with the koi on it. And I used to raise koi and build koi ponds when I was young. And I really got a thing for them. And so instead of getting the Sebenza, I got the Spartan Harsey folder. So that's kind of one of my Grails, and I'm still going to work on getting the Sebenza. But there's other knives that they're nice, but they're really not a Grail to me, you know. I don't know, like Hinderers, they're gorgeous, and I never felt one. I hear they're really smooth and great, but that's not so much of a want for me. The same with the Koenig, you know. Now, I do like Medfords. Another knife I never really handled. But I'm sitting here rambling, ain't I? But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk and bullshit with you guys. I got a couple of knives coming. I've been, like I said, working with a lot of leather. I've been trying to get a ham radio license. I don't know why, but, you know, something I always wanted to pursue. Now that I'm retired, I do more. Keeps me busier than I should be. Anyway, I better stop rambling. I hope everybody is awesome, having great days, feeling good. Get your friends out there to subscribe, Tony Boombots. I love you all. And check out, I tell you, well, Kevin Faulkner. He's been doing some good stuff. He's got a lot of awesome knives. Check him out. I'm sure you all sub to him. But if you're not, do it, because he's got an awesome channel. I think he's a little over 700 subs. And I mean, he's just an awesome guy. I've never met him personally, talked to him a few times, you know, emails and messages. And I really like the guy a lot. I hope to meet him one day down at Blade Show. And that's about it. I love you all. I hope everybody has a great day, and peace.